Why do you want an adventure bike? Huh? You come up here and trudge through the snow a little bit. Guys, thought I'd bring you up here, take you along. Let's see if we can find a good view spot up here. I realize that not everybody is into the adventure bike stuff. My previous video about how dangerous motorcycles are probably isn't a great example when I'm taking a Ducati Monster up into the woods. This road happens to be paved, but it's littered with debris. The big fire came right up there, and now we're on dirt roads. We're down to one lane ahead. I just came up here to take some pictures. So, are motorcycles dangerous? Yeah, when you're taking a Ducati Monster off-roading up in the forest, it's probably not the best idea on sport bike tires and 17-inch front wheel. She's a little skittish. I got snow over here, but I still got a little time before I need to be at work. I could probably find a more aggressive tire to put on here, but there isn't a whole lot of clearance, and my front wheel is just washing out on this stuff. It's not the best thing. I got the visor up, so we're testing out the microphone. See how, I know I have to talk louder for it to pick up anything, but somebody asked me why adventure motorcycles, you know, when I have the Scout. Get over the snow. Oh, here's more snow. Certainly the Ducati does not make a great adventure bike. I don't even have panniers for it, as I mentioned before. I used to, and I bought some cheap ones and they fell apart. But why the adventure bike when I have the Scout? Well, you know, even going and watching some of these guys that do their adventures and live in their van, it's not sustainable in my eyes. You know, I've got a couple alternative means for cash. There we go. Here's a lovely. And we're full of snow. Well, I think that does it for... I wish I would have brought my lunch. Would have been a nice spot to do lunch. Got turned around. Snow kind of stopped me. So what I was saying was, with the Scout, or even in these larger vans, you know, it's hard to become sustainable. You know, I have a couple alternative ways of making money. I've written some articles and things like that. I've got the YouTube thing, but that's not as big as most people think it is. You know, I've got some ways to sustain myself while on the road. We can stay out of this rut here. But I just don't see any of my income, you know, would have to go to almost just gas. You know, if I was to maintain some sort of presence on YouTube, I would have to have at least a cell phone, you know, so I can upload things and maintain sort of my online presence, if you will. But on a motorcycle, it's much more capable of producing that sort of lifestyle. You know, gas is a whole lot less. Now, I can't carry all the stuff I would carry in the Scout, but my level of comfort is different than I think other people's, and I think I would be content to be able to live out of, you know, a motorcycle's pannier bags. You know, that simple sort of lifestyle is something that I could easily do. My comfort level of what I require is much lower than I think a lot of people. I'm sure there's some of you guys out there that feel the same way. And I know there's some people that I recently started watching that are doing the van thing. But I also know their trials and tribulations of having to volunteer at woofing places and Some of them do pictures for magazines, and they write articles and things like that in order to sustain that lifestyle. And you know, this adventure stuff just isn't as popular as I would like it to be. To be able to, you know, produce more videos and write articles and take pictures in a sustainable fashion. So I think it's a whole lot easier than in the Scout or in a van, for that matter. No, it's a whole lot more capable. So living in a van down by the river.